Only by offering that which is most precious to you. Izadan's, will the rains return to Umwofia. Izadan's heart sank. He knew what the diviner meant. Adama was the most precious thing in his life. The only thing that truly mattered to him. The thought of losing her was unbearable. But the suffering of his people weighed heavily on him. Is there no other way, Nwosu? Izadan's pleaded. Must it be my daughter? Nwosu shook his head sadly. The spirits are clear in their demands. The sacrifice must come from you, Izadan's. Only then will the gods be appeased and the rains return. Chapter 4, A Father's Agony. Izadan's returned to the village with a heavy heart. He did not immediately share the diviner's revelation with the elders. Knowing the gravity of the decision he faced, he spent days in solitude, wrestling with his conscience and the impossible choice before him. Adama noticed her father's distress and tried to comfort him. But Izadan's could not bring himself to tell her the truth. He watched her as she went about her daily tasks, her laughter and kindness bringing a glimmer of joy to the dark days. The thought of sacrificing her filled him with unimaginable pain. But the plight of his people was a burden he could not ignore. One night, as Izadan's sat alone in his hut, he made his decision. He knew that as a leader, he had to put the needs of his people above his own desires. With a heavy heart, he called for a meeting of the village elders. Elders of Umwofia, Izadan's began. His voice trembling, the diviner has spoken. The spirits demand a great sacrifice from me. They have asked for my most precious possession, my daughter Adama. A shocked silence fell over the room. The elders looked at each other, unable to comprehend the magnitude of the sacrifice being asked. But they also knew the desperation of their situation and the suffering of their people. Izadan's, one of the elders finally spoke. We cannot ask you to make such a sacrifice. Adama is beloved by all. There must be another way. Izadan's shook his head. The spirits have been clear. This is the only way to end the drought and save our village. I must do what is necessary, no matter how much it pains me. Chapter 5, The Fateful Day. The village prepared for the sacrificial ceremony with heavy hearts. Word spread quickly, and the villagers were filled with sorrow and disbelief. They gathered in the village square, each person carrying a mixture of hope and grief. Izadan's and Adama stood together before the assembled villagers. Adama, though initially unaware of the true nature of the ceremony, could sense the gravity of the situation. She looked at her father with concern. Father, what is happening? She asked softly. Izadan's took a deep breath, his eyes filled with tears. Adama, my dear daughter, the spirits demand a great sacrifice to end the drought. They have asked for you. Adama's eyes widened with shock and fear.